Welcome to the Lauren Vinny Show.
Welcome. Did you get your grays done?
What grace? What are you talking about?
There was a bandana on your head at one stage.
Listen,
There's all sorts of diversion tactics going on lately.
Okay, so you get to a point. Well, no, I was in my 20s when I started going grey, which is very tragic, to be honest. And it's not like, you know, so you'll have like a strand here and there, and it's a bit silver and it's lovely. No, it means in patches right at the front of your head. So
yeah, you're pretty unlucky. Like, it's not like
cheers.
Yeah.
Coming from like only people with good hair say this kind of stuff.
Oh, you think I've got hair?
But no, even knowing hair, he does no work with it. It's always kind of like, actually I've looked for the greys, can't find them.
I know, you nearly wet yourself when you see
beard.
one and you just get so giddy
That's
and
your beard,
pull it out.
Which is also looking pretty fluffy today.
I fluffed it up there for the boy.
But this week we're going to do, we have recorded a podcast for this week's guest episode.
We do. How close do you think Derek got it right? He was like, right, I'll guess. And he was on his calendar at one stage calling out dates of where he will be.
Oh, right, okay, I don't remember. But yeah. Was he?
So he was trying to guess when we were going to release it.
Yeah.
And then he was saying where I am in May. Now, in fairness, I think he went for May. Maybe he did middle of April onwards.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Where are we? What date is it?
I have no idea.
April Fool's is gone. We've discussed the mayhem of April Fool's.
Today might be the 8th of April. Something like that.
Right.
Because we've got, I know that Thursday's the 11th because we've got a wedding. And that's the only way I know.
Hang on. It's the 8th of April today.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's the 9th.
Yeah.
And you're going away for your birthday.
Would you stop it?
And when was your
Stop
birthday?
bringing up the
when
birthday.
Was your birthday?
Stop it.
26th of March.
I'm not the one doing this,
And it was the week
though.
before that, I think, that you started your birthday bonanza.
Yeah. But you're the ones that are dragging it on. I'm done with the birthday. People just keep being like, no, it's not for a birthday. I'm just going away with a couple of friends. But we talked about this in last week's episode. Stop bringing up the birthday. Stop it. But yeah, no, this week, concentrate now, Benny. Concentrate. We've got this podcast going out to people, pre-podcast. We've got Derek Burke Band.
Yep.
Oh, it's very, very funny. I can't wait to people to
The
listen
Tractor
to
King of Middleton.
The Tractor King of Middleton.
He sent me on the next day a video of,
Did?
he linked me back to his wedding video of the tractor thing, and then he was like, I've drone footage as well. Like, the amount of tractors that just kept
There's so
coming.
many. Yeah, that was for his sister's wedding. No, that is on. Just to put it out there, I think. Maybe it was
No, that was his wedding.
Was that his wedding?
But they were also out at his sister's wedding because Fiona was telling us about his sister's wedding.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise that was his wedding. It was pretty cool.
Any excuse, get the tractors out.
Yeah. And then we've got 3 weddings at the weekend. So we're Thursday, Friday and Saturday.
back ticking
the
fast.
year is back. But
Straight into it, 3 in a row.
I'm looking forward though to going out to shoot weddings because you
I'm
kind
ready.
of, the break is nice, and then I kind of I start to get a bit kind of restless because I like to be organised, but then you get to a point of almost too organised. It's a little bit of an uncomfortable feeling in our job because there's always so much to do where you're like, geez, I got loads done. That won't last like that, literally lasts days and then it spirals back in again. But yeah, we've got 3 weddings this weekend, and I think I'm excited for this weekend now as well though, because we just recorded a podcast with another band member, Kieran from Truly Diverse, who we're going to be seeing on Saturday. And I get to talk to the suppliers. You see, I think I miss the suppliers.
It's the people, I was just about to say, it's the people interaction that you miss.
I do, because it's I you're all right and everything, I mean. But I was sick of the sight of you. No, but it's very, in this industry though, it is kind of, it's not a case of you go and you kind of have your work colleagues and all that. It's very much grand, we've got each other, but we're also married, so it's going to look a little different. But our work colleagues are kind of the other suppliers in a way, in a strange way.
100% they are.
Yeah. And I do, when I see certain people at a wedding, I'm like, oh, I really missed you. Do you know, it's really nice to see you.
And when you see other people, you're a bit like,
fuck's sake.
yeah, man.
Here she comes, look the other way, hide behind the plant. No, I'm only joking. I get on with everybody.
No, everyone's pretty cool.
Lovely, yeah. I think it's a certain
And
personality.
I think if someone really doesn't like it, they clear off.
Oh yeah.
If they don't like it and they're a bit kind of a pain in the arse, then they clear off.
Clear off there now. You're not enjoying this
every
enough.
supplier we talk about you have to love weddings.
You do.
We were talking to
weddings.
photographers or band members or whoever they are, and they're like, you either love weddings or you don't.
Well, that's it. And you kind of have to enjoy the crack and the personalities, and I suppose every day we get to it, we're so lucky that grand we do the same job, but our job is never the same, as in the day is never the same. So it's different people, different venues, different scenarios, and it is endless.
Do you remember Sonya and Jim?
Do I remember? Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you thinking of that?
Because I was doing a bit of work.
Right. Okay.
I was doing a bit of back cataloguing.
This is going back.
Yeah, this is going back to the 18th of April 2018.
Oh, is this why you're thinking?
Do you know why it's
you
so
were remembering
significant?
6 years ago.
Because do you know what else? Other than Sonya and Jim being significantly getting together and married in front of everybody and all the people that they brought over from the UK.
Right.
It was quite a significant day for me.
Okay. Do tell, Benny. Do tell.
It was the first day that I met Arthur.
Oh, God. This has to stop. This has to stop. I mean, he's
So
not
I have-
interested, Benny. He's
I-
not interested.
I had enough.
in you.
Arthur's dead. Speaking of dead, do you know what it was like?
Christ.
Arthur's dead. The band is named after a dead man.
Is that a nice way of saying that now?
Oh, it is. Well, no, look, we told a nice way of telling the story, but it's
Right.
okay. Humour is good.
Okay, careful now, though.
Jason and the boys.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is the
I
first
got-
time you met them. Was it?
It was, yeah. No, because that was the epic moments whereby they crashed into the venue and turned it upside down. In a good way.
That was Waterford Castle, wasn't it?
It was Castle, yeah, Waterford Castle,
Waterford
yeah,
Castle,
correct.
yeah.
So
yeah.
I was doing
Yeah.
some back cataloguing, and now
Right.
I have an official date of our anniversary.
Whose anniversary? Yourself?
Myself and Arthur.
Okay.
So I was thinking then, do you know?
Yeah. Go on.
Do you know the way
Tell me more, Benny. I can't wait.
Pick
Go
that first dance song that I love.
Oh, God. You're going to be so bold in this podcast because I know exactly what you're going to say. You're going to know exactly what you're. I think you're the only one that sees this song.
You know
this
the
way.
memorial song that people accidentally
not
think
a
is
memorial song.
It couldn't be more memorial.
I actually quite like the song.
He's one of my favourite artists and favourite albums is that album. It's the
Okay.
last song on a certain album.
But
And
this wasn't their first dance song, was it?
No, it wasn't their
No.
first dance song. But now I have a little montage back to my bromance with my band because we now have an anniversary.
Are you going to share it?
Yeah, I'm
On-
going to put it
on
together.
social
I was
media?
like, I wasn't going to mention it because now I have to go and do it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
because I saw Sonya and Jim's, and then I was like, oh, that was Sonya and Jim's wedding.
Okay.
And then I now have a date anniversary, so I'm going to have to put look through the thing and just pick out some
Okay,
photographs
so
of the band.
are we
put it
saying
up.
that this afternoon it's not
Yeah.
me on social media, it's you? Just everyone just tune
not
out
me,
now.
it's you.
Just tune out. It's not me. What? I'm not
We'll be
posting
breaking
anything.
up.
What's going on? So confused. I don't know what you're posting.
Do you remember Jim?
Shouldn't
Jim was
be
good
allowed to
crack.
post. Jim was good crack. So was Sonya. They were really
Sonya
nice.
was good crack.
Yeah,
But no,
yeah.
Jim was like
I still
a
chat to
slow
Sonya
burner.
now and then. It's been about 6 years, and now and then it'll pop up on Insta.
Oh, no,
Facebook
see,
and stuff.
Sonya was full of personality, so much so that
Yeah.
she picked Arthur
Yeah,
and organised an epic wedding.
it was an epic wedding.
It was a really good wedding.
Yeah, it was.
But Jim,
Well, if we were remembering it 6 years later, it had to be memorable.
yeah,
Yeah,
but Jim was like this tall, quiet man.
he was.
And actually,
But he would do acting for Sonya.
to give an example of the type of character he was, they were travelling, and
Right.
I think this was part of they met up kind of on this travel together, say Far East, like Thailand type place, right? And then
I wish I had your
basically they
memory.
were
Go on.
having a
Yeah.
really bad day,
Okay.
and she was really getting on with him, and she remembers it kind of stood out that somebody said, "Listen, when that guy over there gets angry, that's when I'm gonna get angry." But that's how cool Jim is. He's so
right,
laid
okay.
back, and he's like, he's not giving anybody any kind of.
Do you remember this, or did you just make this up?
No, because this was
How
one
did
of the
you
things
remember this?
because it was in the speeches.
You remember a speech from 6 years ago?
If a speech is worthwhile, I remember it.
From 6
and I'll
years
tell you
ago.
what, there's many speeches I don't remember.
Oh man! Actually, speaking of speeches, I need to write a speech
For what?
for Shannon and Laura's wedding.
Oh, for really?
Yeah, they asked me to do a
Oh,
speech,
okay.
and I said, "Yeah, I'll do a speech." But now that I've said,
you
"Yeah,
need some
I'll do
help?
a speech," and I was all like, "Yeah, I'll do a speech, yeah." But the problem is, I've listened to too many speeches.
Oh well, I can't wait till the chance I have to do a speech.
Well, you can co-write it with me. then.
Because the start of my speech is going to be pretty epic. And it's going to reference all the speeches that I've heard.
No, you're not allowed to
And
do
now that I have the
There's too
mic.
many of them. There's thousands, tens of thousands of speeches we've heard. Tens of thousands of hours of speeches we've heard. But yeah, no, I need to write a speech, and I'm like, I've too much
I'll help
inside
you.
of.
Shannon likes
We'll
when I
co-write
put
speech.
something. Yeah.
Well, you can write something, and then I
I'll
will
just
make it nice.
Put a few suggestions.
Suggestions.
I was invited into a wedding organisation group, and pretty quickly
Were you?
They
Who made that mistake?
They declared of you never to be invited into a group again.
You should be allowed to. This is why you're actually you shouldn't leave the house. Only if I'm with you to supervise
I
you.
have to be monitored.
Yeah, but this conversation is just, where are you going? You went 6 years ago to have a chat about Sonya and Jim because you want an anniversary. Like, do you want to have celebrate the anniversary yourself and Arthur cover band? Or
Actually,
what?
I didn't even think of that.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
coming up. Our anniversary is coming up. Our 6-year anniversary.
I have no words. But on the subject of wedding bands,
Yeah.
Derek
If you
Burke.
need one, look up Barter. No, Derek is brilliant, and we were talking to people, and they were really bigging up. So other people who were in on the podcast,
Yeah.
but they were referencing Derek.
They were
so
actually.
much.
Yeah. Because
And-
he's so nice. Everyone gets on with Derek. Derek's like just a great personality.
Well, the more you get to know Derek, you realise he's a he's a nicer guy than you thought he was, even though you
Yeah.
thought he was a nice guy.
And his wife bakes some serious cakes.
Oh, out of this world.
Oh my
The marble
God.
cake.
Yeah.
Oh, it was lovely.
I kind of feel like, you know, would she make me more?
More. Please,
Can I have some more, sir? No, but I like cake, but I'm not not big on cake. But like I was kind of sad when these were gone. Like they were really good. Yeah.
You
She's
can
very
tell
good
the
for baking
difference
his
when
cakes.
somebody's just bang
Yeah.
on. If they just know exactly what they're
Yeah.
doing.
So with Derek's musical talent and his wife's baking talent, I mean, like there's this serious team there now.
combination there.
Serious team there now. Serious team. It's the perfect combination. Food and music. It is the perfect combination.
It is.
It is.
And you know what be good? Like, so, like all that happens at the end of the night, if you bring
Yeah.
that into the drinks section. So if you bring cake and
You're
good
only
music
saying that
into
because
the
you're
drink.
gone. And there is good music in the drinks reception. It's just not everybody does music in the drinks section, but when they do, it's usually really good.
And more
Yeah.
people need to do cake in the reception.
Okay, Vinny, we're not having another cake podcast. I mean, maybe you should have like Benny and Cake like podcast, and you can just do your own. You can just chat away about cakes.
It can be like ding ding ding. Benny rates the cake. Like Davie rates the break.
Stop
How's Davie getting on?
stealing Davie's. I don't know. I haven't seen him. in
Must
ages.
check in with Davie now and see how he's getting on.
Yeah, there's the Seducers band. Just for everybody who's like, what is Betty talking about now? He does actually have a
Davie
very,
likes a
very.
good donut.
He does have a very funny Instagram page. They have it's not your normal like same old like stories kind of thing. Like I find myself laughing out loud at the lads. They're very funny, very bold but very very funny. I think you have to have a certain personality to get away with the boldness, and Davey has the personality to get away with the boldness. Yeah. He's allowed. But yeah, we've actually talked to loads of bands recently. We were actually saying like the podcast, we've had loads of bands come in. It's great to chat to all the lads because they're all really good bands that are really good at entertaining, but all in really different ways.
Completely different.
Which is really good for like the couples out there that like you're always saying, I might like a photograph of a film, but you might hate the photograph in the film. It's all about taste and what you like.
Yeah.
But it gives people the options, and it's kind of like we were just talking to Kieran from Truly Diverse, which kind of bring the wow factor, and as Kieran says, the crack. To bring the crack. And we were talking to like Dara from Black Tie, which is coming out recently. These are all ones that are coming out, but this week's is Derek Burke, the Derek Burke Wedding Band. So hopefully we'll get to see Derek loads in the
And
year.
Derek will tell you all the weekend, but actually
Yeah.
Derek is kind of like, he because of his history,
Yeah.
he kind of has access and the knowledge of big show.
Yeah.
So he's going to offer various things. If you just want the band and music, bang.
Yeah.
But if you want the big kind of big rig setup,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
going. He can hook you up.
But he had some great stories though about like back in the day with Crystal String and all the bits and pieces, and kind of like how it came about and how it happened, and kind of I suppose accidentally going viral. I still laugh at that
The
story
mother.
about his
Oh,
mom.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
very, very, we won't run it, but it's
It's
very
gas.
funny. But
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had some great stories about like how things came about and kind of how he went from being in school and jump in the back of his mother's car to go around and gig to where he is now, kind of with the wedding bands. And but he's a seriously busy man. Every time I go on Instagram, like he's got another story, he's gigging somewhere else. He seems to be like gigging like crazy at the moment, which is great though, because if you're looking for a wedding band and you want to see someone playing live, the lads that are out actively gigging in the pubs and stuff, that you can just go along on a Saturday night and be like, have a listen, have a look, and be like, oh yeah, that's the band for me.
That's it.
That sounds good.
So like if you're in Clancy's watching the Electrics, the Eccentrics, or the Essentials.
You're repeating yourself now. You have the same stories. You need to leave the house. We'll have to bring you out the weekend and bring you to 3 weddings.
So which band was it?
It was the Essentials.
Oh, very good, Laura.
Yeah.
You're showing off now. Yeah.
My brain works really, really well when I'm asked going from wedding to wedding, trying to remember all the stories. But yeah, we're going to get to see loads of bands over the year. But I hope we get to see some of the lads that we had in. Be very fun, just to kind of for me to have the chats, because I like to
You
have
just
the
want to have the chats.
Yeah, it's good to socialise. Apparently, it's nearly better than sleep for you nowadays. The whole socialising and having the chats.
It's good to talk. It's good to talk.
It is good to talk to people, and it's good to talk to good people who put you in a good mood, and they bring the energy and the crack. Bit like Derek.
Bit like Derek.
He would put you in a good mood.
He would brighten up any room.
He would. He has endless energy levels. I kind of feel like I'm kind of someone that's kind of like, I've got the energy, kind of try to keep it up there for people. But But Derek seems to do it like quite flawlessly. Every time I see him, he's like smiling his face, happy out. But that's because he enjoys his job.
It's true.
That's the difference. It's the same. Like I enjoy photographing weddings.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy photographing weddings?
I do.
That's the right answer. Well done.
Train me well.
Well done. No, but genuinely, we enjoy weddings. We enjoy people.
It comes across like all the people that are coming in talking, or just in general. You can tell. You tell for well. It is something to enjoy.
And it's the same with Derek. You can tell that like he enjoys like getting the band going, kind of playing the music, entertaining the room, and he really enjoys feeding back off the way the crowd interact with him as well.
Yeah.
You can tell like the more they're getting going, the more he gets going, and vice versa.
Yeah.
That's the sign of a musician that really, really loves what they do. But yeah, so that's what we're going to put out this week.
That's right.
Yeah, there's going to be loads of. We need to get more podcast lists lined up though. We've got a few more coming in, but we need to. Remember this year we said we were going to keep this going. This is the tipping point now, Benny. This is the time of the year where you come into April.
I'm going to throw a curveball. You ready? Curveball.
Okay.
Because I think we should do like a couples kind of.
I'm always saying
Get
this.
the couples in, but you know what?
I said that you're robbing my ideas.
I was just.
And we've had couples in.
I know that.
Okay.
But I just
More.
finished up. Like we haven't asked them yet, so they might just say no. But he was gas crack, and I'm watching him back on video. It was just his character just comes back.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. But
Michael,
don't say it out.
Michael
No,
Ball.
because you're putting too much pressure on people.
I think we should go and ask
Too much
them
pressure
now.
on people.
I'll tell you.
But we'll reach out to a few couples who we did last year. And actually, if there's anybody listening to this and you were our past couples and you feel like, you got a story to tell, you're a bit of crack, you're not afraid of having a chat on a podcast. Well, don't come in now and drone at me. As like, I want you to bring the positivity. I don't want the negativity. Because this is a positive area. This podcast is a positive podcast. It's not a, as Benny likes to call them, warning podcasts or negative podcasts. We did enough of the negative talking back in COVID, and it wasn't us being negative. The world was negative.
I think there were fair,
so
there was fair warning in those podcasts.
There was fair warning in those podcasts. But the world has developed into a very kind of like, well, I can't say the world has developed into a very positive place because there's a lot going on in the world at the moment. But weddings in Ireland at the moment are very positive. They're very busy. Everyone's able to do what they want to do. So we can keep it positive. But if you're a couple that you want to come in and share your wedding experience and a few stories and just kind of how you found the planning, the day.
Oh, the crazies are going to come out of the woodwork, Laura.
Great. Yeah, no, that's great though. And they're not crazy. They're people with actual personalities. That's
True.
the difference.
Personality.
If you got personality, you get a bit of crack, come on into us and we'll have the chats. But you've put that out there now. I didn't think you'd openly say that because I've been trying to do this for ages.
What? Say it on camera?
Let's get more couples in. And you're like, no, let's concentrate on the wedding suppliers first. And
I think you're misrepresenting me there now. I think it's not.
Completely untrue. Yeah. But so yeah, we're going to keep it going into the summer. It's about to get really busy. We're about to start crying with the lack of sleep. And then the fact that we decided to keep going with the podcasts. But at the end of the year, think about how great you'll feel about like, I said I was going to do something and I stuck to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
we'll
see.
have to take a break now for the summer.
You think?
Yeah, I think the season is finished, so today is like the last episode.
Thanks so much everybody that came in and didn't actually get to go on air, but it was lovely to see you. It was lovely to see you. And we'll try and do it as many weeks as we can. The weeks now that there's like 3, 4 and
it might be
weddings and we're travelling all over the country, that there's actually
even if we come on for
physically
10
no
minutes
hours.
and say hello.
We could come on for 10 minutes and say hello. We could remember we used to do the in the car impromptu podcast. Remember those? We used to do the driving podcast.
You were driving. That was just a decoy.
We could go back to the driving podcast.
Driving podcast.
Yeah.
I think we could get some cameras into the car.
Well, if we don't have enough time and we're driving 2 hours back from a venue, we could like do
Stay awake.
do a driving podcast, stay awake podcast. Tell the stories about like what happened today. Although no, that I might start telling all the stories. Yeah. But it'll give people an insight into. We won't do the whole a day of my life on Instagram. It's like my pet hate at the moment. People put up like spend a day with me. No, you're right.
You're grand.
You're good.
Yeah,
You're
no,
good.
no
I'll do my own
day. Is
day.
that good day every day?
No, it's not. And it's usually really fake then as well. It's like I got up and I ate a really healthy breakfast and then I went to the gym and then I looked perfect all day long and I kept my cool. I could do a real spend a day with me, with the two of us. That would be entertaining.
Well, the world's smallest broadcast camera was released today. It's 1 inch. Oh, jeepers.
Oh.
It's 1 inch, so they reckon it's going to be interesting. So they reckon they could like stick it on referees more easily, or could be interesting as a body cam. So maybe we could just buy one of those, stick it on you.
We know. How much is it?
Oh, they haven't released the price yet.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be yeah. Wait now before I go, oh that's a good idea. And then you buy something, I see the bank account and go, where are those €1,000 gone, Betty? And he goes,
we're not buying.
You told me we could get it. And I'm like, I did not.
We're not buying any more equipment this year.
Oh no.
No.
You've totally jinxed us.
Yeah.
What happened the last time we said that? The last time we said we weren't buying any equipment for a few months, two things broke, and I think we spent about €17,000 on cameras. That's not funny.
That's worse than you.
I can't afford it.
Worse than you telling Kieran about a new gadget.
But yeah, so tune in to this one. Listen to us chat about nothing.
Not this one, the next one.
And then tune into the next one and actually have a chat with
Derek Burke.
And how Crystal Swing kind of came about, how he developed into the Derek Burke Wedding Band. And yeah, just a bit of crack.